It's like you can. All right. Hi, minions. Welcome to Yapping with Yessi. I'm here with Bletchley Institute, where we are on a mission to create the biggest community of technologists and creatives. And I'm Yesenia. On Thursdays, I'm Yessi, and I'm just here to shoot the shit, have a lot of fun, talk to some really fun people, and yap as much as I can. So I'm really excited to have Marcy Walker with us today. She is an avid traveler, a community builder, a fellow yapper, a rooftop lover, and an Italian Greyhound mom. Marcy, welcome to the show.
That was a really good intro that I was not expecting, but you nailed it. Can I have that for my Instagram bio?
Literally, of course.
That would be great. Thanks. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So excited to have you. So we always start off the show with a little bit of a wacky question.
Okay.
Okay. And I just want you to just be your truest self as you're answering this question. Okay.
Okay.
So if I hyped it up too much. It's not that intense. It's you look scared. You look scared. You don't actually have to be scared. I just get so much adrenaline right before we start the show, and then I'm like raring to go.
You know that I'm hosting events all day, every day, so I really know that feeling so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the grace. Appreciate it. Okay, if you could swap places with any character from a rom-com for a day, who would it be and why? And you can pick anyone in a rom-com.
Oh my gosh, that's a really fun question.
Thanks.
Let me think of my favorite rom-coms first of all. The first person that popped into my head, which is like really bizarre, is Lily from Princess Diaries. She's
That's such a good answer. Yeah, of course. I didn't think about that.
Of Mia Thermopolis, and she's the one who like runs up and she's like, "You? I don't even know you." And she's so goofy, she's so wacky. Her fashion sense is like impeccable and horrible at the same time.
Yes.
I don't really identify with like the damsel in distress main character, and so I think Lily's my girl.
I respect that answer. So it's so good because you're right. Like she's also really, really cool. Like she has her own cable show. Like she's so smart. She's so well involved. Like she's no bullshit.
She's an incredible friend. She like gets Mia through a really intense time in her life. So yeah, I would love to be Lily. A+ to her.
That's such a good answer. I didn't even think about that. I would pick Trip from Failure to Launch. Like, do you know Matthew McConaughey?
I was about to say, I know that movie, Trip as Matthew. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Great.
Just like for one day, I would love to know what it feels like to just like have no thoughts in my brain and just be like, I'm just a man and I'm just pretty and blah, 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 blah. Like, I can't imagine like the peace I would feel from that.
I love that. Just to be the man in that scenario who can kind of do whatever the F they want. And yeah, I get that. Well, now that you say that, the other one that comes to mind is Kate Hudson in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Because first of all, hilarious. What an incredible actress. And the yellow dress she wears at the end, I've always wanted to wear that dress. And so I think specifically for the wardrobe, I would want to be her too.
Yeah, that's also such a good answer. And she's also, so I love this question too, because I feel like I just learned so much about your personality. I never had you pegged as like the like damsel in distress, but like both the characters you picked are so like do it myself, self-independent person. Always. I love it.
Oh my God, ask my partner. He wishes I was more dependent on him. I just, I think I'm a hard person to be with.
Girl, same, and that's why I'm single. Michelle also says every time she eats M&Ms, she thinks about Princess Diaries. If you know, you know.
Oh, so yes. Yes, absolutely.
The cultural phenomenon that was Princess Diaries 1, like Anne Hathaway when she was 16 and just being a little budding star. Insane.
I also don't think there's a single movie makeover that shocked the world like that one did.
So true, which is so stupid because like it's not even that crazy of a makeover.
It's not, but like you know how in other movies, like what's the older one? Not She's the Man. Oh my God, it's gonna kill me. The one with Paul Walker and Freddie Prinze Jr. and they make over the girl and she basically just has glasses on and they take the glasses off and it's like some revelation. I'm like, that's not real. That's not how that happens. What's that movie called? That's going to kill me.
She's all that.
Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, Michelle. She's all that. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that, I don't think.
It's a must watch. I think you'll really, really like it. Yeah, it's
I'm adding it to my list. But I do agree with you. I do agree where like that makeover in Princess Diaries just like it did change the axis of the world. Like it changed the world.
It really did.
It was so insane. Like, because like, I mean, she's always, I mean, you just see a picture of Anne Hathaway, you know she's beautiful, but yeah, just like it's because she's a princess and she has like that like beautiful glowy look and everything. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Love it. Love talking rom-coms. I feel like I had another comment and now I can't remember what I was going to say, which sucks, but
you'll think of it in like 15 minutes and it'll be totally inappropriate to bring up, but I still want you to do it.
So. Okay, sounds good. Okay, part of the show too, we love to talk a little astrology. So I know.
I will warn you, I'm not an astrology girl, but I'm open to being converted. So do your worst.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, a challenge. I also, I'm not like a huge astrology girly. Like I always say this because like astrology, I have a friend who's like super, super into it. Like she reads the books and like, I'm not talking like a little book. I'm talking like a textbook. Sure. So like, she's like an astrology girl. I'm like an astrology girly where like, there is a difference. What she says. Exactly.
Stark difference. Yeah. Agree.
Exactly. So we just go over our horoscopes, see what's hitting, see what's not. When is your birthday?
I am 11/27, so a Sag.
Okay, love it. Love a November birthday. I'm a Scorpio.
What month is that? I don't even know.
November.
Oh, also, okay. That's earlier in November. Right, okay.
Yes, great. Yeah. So we're currently in Virgo season. So Virgo season, I'm not sure if you know, but it's all about like getting shit done, basically. Like Virgos are like very on top of things. They're very organized characteristically. We're not gonna do blanket statements here, but most of them are very good at like super organized. They know what they want. They're good at goal setting, and they're very like a non-nonsense kind of sign, which we've talked about on the show for a few weeks where we were in Leo season, which is a lot, very passionate, fiery, kind of reconnecting with like what you want to do and like setting, like manifesting a lot. And then it kind of leads us up into Virgo season where we're at now, where it's kind of like, okay, you have all these thoughts and ideas and dreams. Here we go. What are you going to do now? Like, how are you going to make that happen? So Virgo season is really fun. I sometimes have beef with Virgos because a lot of people in my family are Virgos. And I'm like, oh my God, please, you're just so earth sign. But in my older age now, I'm learning how to sign. They're so earth sign. I know.
Muddy and gross. Yeah.
But I'm learning how to love them now.
Good.
Okay, so you're Sagittarius.
That's a whole other conversation we can have later. That's a whole that requires a glass of wine. Good. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so for you, Marcy, says your horoscope today, you could have some intense dreams tonight, Sagittarius. You might find that they bring inspiration for creative projects, perhaps for redecorating or otherwise beautifying your home. You could feel energetic now and want to charge ahead and work on your project until you drop. Take care to pace yourself. You might tire to the point of feeling ill.
Good. Okay. Can't wait.
Good.
Is this specifically for today?
This is for today. Yeah.
Okay, great. I want this to be true because actually, so Yessi dog sat for me last weekend. So she was literally in my home. She knows what it looks like in here. I have like,
it's perfect.
Probably, no, it's not perfect because there's 2 to 3 pictures sitting on every floor of every room in the house because I don't know where to put them. And I've just been so stressed when I look at them. And maybe tomorrow is my day to maybe like sign off an hour early and actually like hang up some photos in my home. That I would love that. I would love to
come over and help you if you want. I love hanging up stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
I might take you up on that.
I know where you live. I'll come over.
In a non-threatening way. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
What is yours?
Mine says, some new information could come your way that causes you to focus on a new interest, Scorpio. It'll set your mind traveling to faraway places and times. You may also communicate with some new people who are highly educated from foreign lands or both. They might have fascinating stories to tell. Whatever happens today promises to excite your curiosity and stimulate your intellect.
That's a good one.
Oh, I think that means I need to not go home straight after work. I need to like... I don't know. Where
Maybe
should I
you need
go?
to hit a really fun happy hour and maybe
Yeah.
hit an Italian man of your dreams.
I think that's what this is actually telling me.
It basically said it in plain English.
Wow, that's exciting. I am very attracted to highly educated and from foreign. I've been watching Love Island a lot. So,
Oh.
like, the Brits are on, because they're on my brain constantly. I would love to meet a British man tonight who's smart. Also, did you watch House of the Dragon?
Yes, absolutely, I did.
Ewan Mitchell is like my newest obsession. Like, I'm absolutely obsessed with him.
Which one is he?
Aemond. He plays Aemond, the evil.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's got the face angles happening.
He's
Yeah.
just got some sort of vibe, and I'm like, you just are so intriguing. Very smart, very British. Is he a
Something
different
about an
thing?
eye patch too.
Something about an eye patch.
Let's go. Yeah.
I love it. Well, this is great. Both of
We're
our
learning a lot
like,
about Jesse's love life right now.
Whoa. Let's scale it back. Last week our CEO was on here, and then I was like, do not overshare.
I was about to say, if you're here, show
here,
yourself.
reveal yourself. Yeah, truly. Well, all the astrology girlies are also on this app called CoStar. I'm not sure if you've heard of CoStar. And so CoStar gives you like a little bit of a blurb every day, just like as a notification. And it's another like not necessarily like a horoscope, kind of just like something to think about for your day. Sometimes they're really savage. Sometimes they're like actually so insane and coming after your like coping mechanisms, and you're like, didn't need that today. But sometimes they're really nice. And then they give us 3 like very wacky do's and 3 very wacky don'ts for your day. It's just like silly and fun. So I like to go through them, and then I like for us to pick our own personal do's and don'ts for the day.
Ooh, okay.
As well.
Great.
So CoStar says today, people admire you most when you're yourself.
Love that.
That's so nice. I needed to hear that. Thank you, CoStar. And then the wacky do's: do sleeping bags, campfire, and healthy glow. Don't. Yeah, I was like, I'm down for
glow. I don't want to do the sleeping bag for sure. Maybe a campfire, but not with a sleeping bag. I'm not really. Sorry.
Agreed. Also, I like drive a Kia Soul, so I like cannot get to the mountains tonight, even if I wanted to. Like, she's simply not making it up I-70. So, and then the don'ts are repetition, nostalgia, and video games. You know, that's a little bit crushing because I have this unhealthy addiction right now to Candy Crush. So I don't really want to not play that tonight.
What a throwback. Yeah, I'm on NYT games right now. If there's any connections or Strands fans in the house, let me know. I'm obsessed. I spend at least an hour a night doing like every single NYT game.
Wait, what's the Strands one?
It's new. So it's like, it's really hard to explain, but it looks like just like a mashup of a bunch of letters. And then you have to find the words that connect through like the strands of letters. It's highly addictive. If I'm being totally honest, it's fun.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
Jamie Fizz, I don't know who you are. We would be friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh,
you Googled that so fast.
Yeah, Michelle's on it. Wow, this looks really fun. Oh, yep, I could definitely get addicted to this. Yeah. Okay, this is probably better for my brain too than freaking Candy Crush.
That's why I started it, actually, not to like be too depressing, but there's a history of Alzheimer's in my family. And so I was like, what can I do every single day that will just like kind of wake up my brain a little bit instead of just like scrolling Instagram? And it's really enjoyable. And it does make me feel slightly smarter because I do the crosswords as well. And so I'm like, wow, I'm learning multiple new facts every day, even if I have to Google them, which is a little painful. That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. I feel that way about the Octortle. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like Wordle, but there's 8 of them, and you get 30 tries. It's like my addictive thing that I try to do like every day.
Will you send me that?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
It's so fun. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can't wait to try Strands. So fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Marcy. What are our personal do's and don'ts for the day?
I'm trying to think of what I'm doing later today to like apply it to that, you know?
Yeah.
I think my do is going to be ask thoughtful questions. I'm seeing 2 people later in the day, totally separate instances, that I really would like to get to know more. And I think I tend to default to like humor when I meet new people or like try to get to know someone. And instead of that, I want to like really kind of like dive deeper with those people. So that's going to be my do.
Love that.
Yeah.
Just a side note, bar too, like you are already very good at that. So I think you're going to have such a good conversation with them. Like you're so wise. Oh God. I also definitely default to humor. I'm like, let me be as funny as possible so that you leave with a good impression of me. But
right. Which is like great. Yes. But also that means I don't really learn anything about the other person if I'm busy trying to like put on my own little show, which like I think people in our career paths have to be able to do that, but it's also good to be able to turn it off once in a while too. So yeah, that's what I'm channeling for this afternoon/evening.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Mine is not as thoughtful as yours, but it's the first thing that came to my brain.
That's okay.
I'm gonna say my do is vintage. I'm going to this store.
Okay.
Store today that I'm really excited about. And I'm just manifesting like some sort of really nice vintage find for myself.
I love that. Wait, say the name of the place one more time.
Reasend. It's the one that's right by City Park in Syrup.
Oh, I haven't been there, but I know where those things are. Okay.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Cool.
And there's also a little cafe like right down the block. So if you have time, go down there, get like a little coffee and then go into Reasend.
I will do that. Also, we both live in Denver. I'm assuming y'all kind of figured that since.
Yeah. Okay, what's your don't for the day?
This is kind of dumb, but don't sit on the couch. I'm really good at like wrapping up my workday and then going to sit on the couch, and then I never get up from the couch. So I'm just gonna like keep myself standing upright so I don't get sucked in by my uber comfy couch.
Your couch is so comfy.
Oh, it's really hard to walk away from.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Mine is similar to yours. Mine is don't watch Love Island all night. I think one episode is enough and then we can move on to something else. Like
yeah, that's a really good pacing module.
Or going to the gym or something. Yeah, I don't have to. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Love it. Well, I hope that you take this Virgo energy that we have right now into the rest of your week and weekend.
Yeah,
honestly, it's very Virgo to like be like, I'm gonna actually hang those things in my house, the painting or
I think it's time.
The art.
Yeah, whatever it is. There's a lot of stuff going on in there.
Yeah.
I've also been like, this actually was just like a little brain nugget from yesterday. I've been thinking about starting a book club. And so maybe this conversation okay, see, that's the thing I do like about astrology. If there's something in your horoscope that you do identify with, then it kind of like pushes you to manifest it for yourself. So it's kind of like a self-actualizing thing. So maybe my horoscope will push me to actually start the book club.
Yeah. Okay, that's super exciting.
Yeah.
Do you like already have like friends in your community that you would start it with, or would you be like?
It's a bit of a uncomfortable concept for me. So I have a book club that's really fun. We run for like fiction, just like fun books. But I'm reading this book right now, which I highly recommend to anybody who wants to learn more about the subject. That's called White Supremacy is All Around. And it's by Dr. Akila Kadei, who is an anti-racist consultant. She is phenomenal. And it just like, I've really been enjoying like hearing her story, and it's been making me want to like read other books that make me feel uncomfortable, because that's basically what she's writing about, is like, you should feel uncomfortable or you're not like doing the work to dismantle white supremacy. Sorry to get like really intense on y'all. But anyways, so the idea for the book club would be to read one book per quarter and have a group of people just like have a discussion around it that's really uncomfortable for us. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Love that. Oh, I can't wait to see how that goes and to hear updates about it and everything.
Yeah, keep me accountable to actually start it. That would be great.
I'll check in with you at the end of Virgo season. Someone dropped a comment too of a great place for you to start your book club too.
Ooh, I've never heard of Fable.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Thanks, Cody.
Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, love that. Okay, got another comment. Do the work. An anti-racist activity book is my fave. Makes you work through the discomfort with rather fun activities. Have to look
Oh,
that
I
out
love
too. Look
that.
that up too. Yeah.
I'm copy and pasting that so I can Google it later. Thanks, Jamie,
Yeah.
please.
Love it. Thanks, Jamie Fizz. Appreciate the comments.
Yeah.
Just sidebar. My book club, we just read Yellowface, which is by R.F. Kuang, who is she's one of my favorite authors. Like, she is everything that I like aspire. She's so cool. She's like my age and she like already has her PhD and stuff. But anyways, Yellowface is like razor sharp, so sarcastic. It's satire talking about like this white author who goes to college. She goes to Yale with this Asian author, and they're like really good friends. And a friend dies, and basically it's like in a freak accident, and it's just like the premise is that like her friend dies and she steals her work, and then it's just like everything that goes on from there. And it's just like such a fantastic read, really quick. I would recommend the audiobook if you're an audiobook person, because the narrator was really incredible.
Cool.
And yeah, just
thank you for recommending that, because I've seen it a million times in bookstores and I haven't heard anything about it. So I will put that on the list, my Audible list.
Yeah. She's such an incredible writer, because I read Babel by her earlier in the year. Such different books. Like Babel is like slow moving. It's like 500 pages of just like history and like story building. Like just honestly, it's just like it reads like a historical fiction, but it's like a little bit of fantasy sprinkled in there. And so then it really is very slow paced too. And so then to go to Yellowface, which is so fast paced, so sarcastic and fun. I mean, funny because like I won't spoil too much. But anyways, I really, really look up to Rebecca Kuang. So yeah, let me know if you read it.
I will.
Oh my God, I wish we could be in a book club together.
I know.
I could do a virtual one.
I was about to say, I was planning on starting mine virtually, so we could join together. So
that way, hell yeah.
Yeah, it could be like a national thing instead of just a Denver thing.
Oh my God, I love it. I'm so in.
Cool.
Sign me up.
Yay.
Okay, Marcy, are you ready to talk about our subject for the day?
Yeah, I can't wait.
So I have this picture behind me of a greyhound in a jacket, because greyhounds are my favorite dog. I've never owned a greyhound, but like I know that I will one day.
You will.
And today we're talking about the lore of millennials and their pets. So first of all, you're a millennial, right?
Mm-hmm. I am, very much so.
Do you get offended when you hear that?
No.
Okay.
I used to. So when I was in my early 20s, maybe like 22 to 25, I remember I have always like found myself on teams where I'm the youngest one, which I actually enjoy. But it was definitely a theme when I was younger for people to be like, "Oh, you're a millennial?" I couldn't tell. And I was like, that assumes that there's something wrong with that, which whatever. But now I don't care. Now it doesn't matter what generation. Yeah.
You've matured. You have a fully developed frontal lobe. You're like, oh,
I hope so.
I was wondering because I'm a cusper. I'm like, I was born in 96. So like very much like in between both. And I feel way more Gen Z than I do millennial because like I have like a little sister and like I'm so chronically online, like whatever. Like I just feel like I am more Gen Z. And so that's like what I claim. And so I feel like with that comes a lot of millennial jokes, which I don't mean to do, but like they just come and I just like see them on TikTok and I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny. These freaking millennials. But I wasn't sure. Like, it's always like very lighthearted because I'm like, millennials, y'all have had a rough go at things. Like, let's like put some respect like on your guys' generation. Like for real.
We went through a lot.
So it's always a joke when I say it. Yeah.
So did Gen Z, to be fair. Like, especially coming out of college, which like, did you come out of college during COVID or was it just after?
It was, no, it was just after. It's like I was in my first job out of college and then COVID happened.
See, even that's tough though. Like you didn't get the full like graduation experience into the workplace. You were kind of like that's wild to me. I don't think I would have done well with that at all. So
yeah,
we all have our bag of crap that happened to us.
Yeah. Well, you might be my favorite millennial. You and Michelle. You guys would be both my favorite millennials.
Take it.
But how old were you when you got your dog, Nana? And do you want to tell us a little bit about her and, just her overview?
I would love to. So Nana is an Italian Greyhound, which is why Yessi is healthily obsessed with her. And I got her when I was the ripe old age of 23, which I really don't recommend. I was going through like a quarter life crisis, and I was like, I know what I need, a dependent. I need a dog for myself to take care of to make me feel important. And yeah, I love her to death. I should caveat right there. Like, she is my world, my light, but also she is a lot of work. I was like, oh, I'll rescue a greyhound because I love the way they look. I think they're so funny looking. She makes me laugh every single day. But they are not healthy dogs, just like blanket statement. So we've been through a lot of vet visits and rehabs, and I could go on and on. But yeah, what direction do you want me to go in? Because we can go down a rabbit hole with this one.
Let's keep it fun and fresh, except let's talk about the other stuff later. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, so she was older than when you got her. She was like...
Oh, sorry. I was reading the comment in the chat. Nana was, so they told me she was 2. I think she was at least 5 because homegirl has had issues like since the day one. But yeah, so that would put her around like at least 10, if not like 11, 12, 13 now.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a hoot though. She's so funny. She's just like, she constantly has a snaggle tooth on one or both sides of her mouth. She just like has to be next to you at all times. And if not, she'll like rub up against you in a really like weird way and like do this kind of action. Do you just want me to get her? Would that be?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh yeah.
Give me one moment, everyone.
Oh, I should have written her a theme song. Could be serenading us right now.
This is Nana. I woke her up from a nap, so she's a little sleepy and upset with me.
I love her so much.
She's something.
Oh my gosh, she's so precious.
She's great. She really is. She's a good dog. She's more like a cat than a dog, honestly. But
yeah. She will definitely get what she wants when she wants it. She will make sure you know what she wants.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I appreciate it. What are Nana's do's and don'ts? Does she have any for the day?
Do pee wherever you want at any moment of any time. Don't ever leave mom alone. What else? Do be just the snuggliest, most wonderful girl in the whole world. Don't brush her teeth. She's never brushed her teeth. She's a horrible breath.
Oh my god.
Oh, am I embarrassing you? I'm so sorry. See,
like,
she's cute. She can be very cute once in a while. Yeah, she's a ham though, for sure.
Oh, she's so precious. The little tongue, the tiny tongue kept on cracking me up when I was
right?
Too. Just like, you can see her, right now.
Yeah.
Adorable.
But our origin story was funny because I adopted her when I was 23. The day I picked her up from her foster mom, I accepted a job in New York, and I was in Atlanta at the time. And so within like 2 weeks, I was packing everything I owned up, including this new dog that I had, and moving like up the East Coast. And I don't regret any of it, but it was definitely like, I was going through a midlife crisis, quarter life crisis for sure. I was like, let me move regions of the country and get a dog and chop off my hair and all of the things. It was fun. It was a good time.
I love it. You know what? That's so Lily Moskovitz. I so respect it. Oh my gosh. Jeremy Fisk says Nana's do's and don'ts. Don't let your human wake you up from a nap. Do continue to be the cutest thing ever.
Yeah. She is that.
So cute. Okay, I have a little guessing game for us.
Oh, great.
So basically, what do you think Google AI said why millennials have the dink reputation.
Probably because we spent so much on our dogs that we decided not to have children. Is that what you're asking about, like, just, like, double income, no kids for anyone who
Yeah.
Okay. That's what
Sorry,
I
I
would
should have
say.
that. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, exactly correct. They said a dry run for parenthood, which I thought was cute.
Yeah.
And then a good way to put down roots. And then Google AI said dogs can help millennials feel more grounded when traditional milestones seem out of reach, which I was like,
wait, say that one more time.
Dogs can help millennials feel more grounded when traditional milestones seem out of reach.
100%. Yes. Yeah. And it,
Like,
like,
so
gives you a constant sense of purpose too. You're like, no matter what, I have to keep this thing alive, you know?
No, literally. No, Tammy, because that's literally what I was thinking. I was like, ouch, that's like so like that's savage. It's like you may not be able to afford a house, so get a dog.
It is rude. Can I say it's not true? No, but
Yeah.
you know, probably on a case by case basis.
Oh my gosh. Okay, how many millennials do you think have pets? Like percentage wise.
Percentage-wise? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a lot, maybe like 40%?
Yeah, 42%.
Wow, okay.
On the money.
That was a guess. 'Cause I
On
figure,
the
like,
money.
I wanna say at least half of folks in, like, cities will have a pet because, like, you just feel like you're living in a little apartment box if you don't.
Mhm.
And that's kind of, like, where most millennials are right now is, like, the 30, mid-30 range. We're not quite to, like, home ownership yet because they're so freaking expensive. But we can't afford a dog, so
Yeah.
we get that.
That's so funny you say that too, that, like, you feel like more, like, people in cities definitely have dogs. I always felt like it was the opposite of, like, when you have, like, a smaller place, you would almost feel like you don't want the dog. But
I think that should be the way people feel, but I know from my own experience of, like, living in one of those, like, huge apartment buildings and especially, like, working from home, I think that's what did it too. Working from home, like, you feel so isolated if there's not, like, a living thing in your apartment somewhere, even if it's a cat, like, that's easy
Mhm.
to have in an apartment. Um, so, yeah, I think COVID did kind of, like, push people to the edge of pet ownership too,
Yeah, that
for
makes
sure.
sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. How much do you think millennials spend on their pets annually? You're like, Nana cost me $5,000 just this year already, but
That is probably a low estimate. I'm not kidding. Well, she's
I was
old
kidding.
too, so, like, she's old. Um, how much do they spend per year, you said, or per
Mhm.
okay, let's say, like, I wanna say, like, $200. No, that's crazy. $300 a month times 12, so let's go a little higher, like, $4,000 per year.
Okay, only 1,700 annually. That's the
What am
average,
I
apparently.
doing? Oh my god. Nana, you gotta chill out, girl. So
Nana's, like, literally this big, and she's costing
oh
Oh,
god. She's
that's
on
so
like,
funny.
for any of you listening that you're like, you spend too much on your dog, it's not even like, she doesn't do toys, she only likes blankets, it's her medication and her prescription food and, like, all of this stuff that goes into keeping her alive, she's insane. I swear she
She's
does it on purpose.
she's just a little old lady. Who do you think has a higher percentage of pet ownership between Gen Z and millennials?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say male and female, and I was like, definitely female identifying. Um, um, probably millennial.
Yeah, it's kind of a trick question because Gen Z, 40% of Gen Z has a dog, and only 43% of millennials have dogs.
Whoa, that's actually really
Yeah,
surprising.
that's what I said too. I was like, wow, millennials are getting a lot of shit and they don't necessarily deserve it.
Huh.
But what was interesting is that Gen Z has 20%, 20% of Gen Z has both cats and dogs, where
Mm.
millennials, 20% of them, 24% of them have both. So if that weighs into it at all.
So how old is the youngest Gen Z person right now?
I think the youngest Gen Z is probably like 18. Because we have a student on campus who is 18 and they're Gen Z.
That's so wild.
Mm-hmm.
That like people that young and older would have that. Yeah, that's just bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I
thought it was wild too.
College have dogs and cats too.
Yeah, I did know quite a few people who got dogs in college.
Huh.
Yeah, like little puppy. Yeah. No, for real. No, for real. Like
I was not that responsible when I was in college. No way could have I've had a dog.
I'm still not responsible enough. People are like, "Do you have pets?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not responsible enough yet."
You're like, "I take care of me, and that's work." So.
And barely. Like one day we'll work up to it, but yeah. Okay, well, great job. Those are all the questions that I had for
the last one really is going to stick with me. That is so shocking to me.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I have a couple of live reaction videos for us of Italian Greyhounds.
Oh, great. Is one Tika? Can I guess?
How did you know?
I knew it because Tika is the Iggy. Like, there's no other Iggy who will ever be as famous as Tika. I saw her on TV the other day, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" It was wild. Anyways,
she's
continue.
Literally the best. Okay. Got it. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just reading comments.
Okay, perfect. Okay, can you see this?
Oh, I love the doggist. Yes.
Greyhound in a sweatsuit. So, excuse me. I'll take a photo of your Greyhound quickly. Yeah. Who is this?
The doggist also felt very quintessentially millennial to me, which I loved. Yeah. So cute.
It's like begging to be taken care of. Absolutely.
I know.
Oh my God, that little sweater. The thing they don't tell you about the sweaters is that they take at least 5 to 6 minutes to put your dog in, and then they don't want to stay outside for more than 5 minutes. So really, there's no point in those sweaters.
Wow, you just ruined such an intense dream of mine.
Well, I mean, people still do it because they're like necessary to like not have your dog get hypothermia, but
yeah,
they are like really a pain in the ass.
His true personality comes out inside. He lets his hair down, his ears down.
Just some jammies.
He's like, yeah.
So cute.
He's
what would you
so
say
cute.
Your favorite thing about having a dog and Louis in general is? Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they are really good for watching TV with.
He hasn't paid rent yet.
Which is my specialty. So
yeah.
I'm great at watching TV. That's a really cute dog.
Oh, he's so cute.
I feel like that's part of growing up and maturing.
One thing I will say about these dogs too, like this one looks to be pretty nervous. Nana, I'm so lucky. She's like so friendly. She loves almost everyone. And I think I'm glad that she doesn't lean into that part of the like small dog stereotype. That would have really bothered me, I think, as a pet owner.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a really good point. She's very fearless, just goes wherever she wants to when we're outside. Yeah. I think that's probably like my biggest hesitation with getting an Italian Greyhound too, is just like being like, because I grew up with like 2 dogs who were just like, they're not nervous at all, just like very friendly, very outgoing, very like pet anyone. Also, I grew up with like mutts. I've never had a pure breed before. Like, I don't know.
So Nana was supposed to be a mutt. I thought I was getting, I mean, obviously you look at her like she's not a lab mix, but I thought she was going to be an Italian Greyhound lab mix. And I like asked to see that dog on Pet Finder, and they brought me Nana instead as like a home visit, and we just like fell in love. And so it wasn't the plan, but it's what happened.
Yeah,
as most pet adoptions go. So
that's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Tika for us too.
Yay.
Okay,
my girl. Oh my God, she's such an icon.
She's such an icon. I'm like, all of these fits, like,
stop. I want these outfits.
Like, she's so
like, I want to go to Paris and wear a yellow gown. That sounds so good. And this dog is living my best life.
Like the sparkly dress.
I should have had like more of Nana's outfits ready to go.
I would have loved to have Nana outfit.
I know, right? This dog is so much more stylish than me.
The trains too are just so cute. I'm like, it's actually so adorable to like have this like billowing train for this like tiny little dog.
Yeah. Do you follow her on Instagram like normally?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I love the bit where she has like first and second favorite dads. It's like just hilarious to me that they call like one of her dad's second favorite dad. I think that's peak comedy.
It's so funny.
Yeah. And it's also the one who like takes her to fashion shows constantly. And yeah.
It's her second favorite dad.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
She also had her own float in the New York Pride Parade last year, which I think is a huge accomplishment.
Wow.
Go Tika.
How does it feel to know that a little animal has accomplished more than
I ever will?
More than we ever will, yeah.
I think it would make me feel worse if I didn't think she deserved it. I think she deserves everything she's earned.
That's such a good point. She's a deserving dog. Yeah. Oh my gosh. The last video I have for us to react to is things to expect as an Italian Greyhound parent. I want us to watch it and then I want you to tell us how true it is.
Great.
Give us your
Okay, I'm not going to talk during this one so we can fully
Okay. It's funny. It's kind of wild.
Mm-hmm. I want one of those sweaters so bad.
Same. The teeth. The teeth. Like, I can't.
Yeah, you will cry.
Oh. That was quite the jump.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they can jump.
Wow, this wardrobe is insane.
That's so intense. That's insane behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So precious.
Almost all of those are true. The only one that's not true for Nana specifically is she's not very food motivated. If she ever gets in, she like loves treats, don't get me wrong. But if I'm like sitting on the couch eating dinner, like somewhere she can get to me, she'll just want attention. She doesn't want my food. But if I leave food out and I go upstairs or something, she gets into my food to spite me. Like she doesn't really eat it. She just kind of like messes with it. Because she's mad that I left her downstairs. So
she's a smart girl.
She's a smart girl for sure.
Yeah, she's been reading your books. She's like, I know exactly how I'm gonna get.
She knows how to get what she wants. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Well, I love it. I mean, I feel like Italian Greyhounds are just so funny because they really do, like, in the most like endearing way possible, are just such little weirdos. Like,
so weird.
The teeth continue to get me. I'm like, specifically for Italian Greyhounds, because regular Greyhounds, they have the teeth thing too, but like it's so wild with Italians.
And like the regular Greyhounds seem to keep it in check a little bit. Like they have their shit together a little bit more than Italian Greyhounds.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, I'm elegant. Like I'm refined. They're not demure. Demure is dead, but they are mindful. And yeah, and Italian Greyhounds are just like, I'm not fully formed, and so I'm insane and crazy. They just like they never grew up, literally, and so yeah, I do love them though. I will probably get another one in my life.
Yeah,
they're the best.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I have names picked out for my future Italian Greyhound. I feel like Cosette is so cute.
Cosette,
like I watched Les Mis for the first time, and I was like, Cosette, it's perfect for my Italian Greyhound.
That's a great name. That is a really good name.
Can I admit something to you?
What?
Can I admit something to you?
Yeah, tell me.
I practiced calling Nana Cosette when I was at your house, Dog.
Stop it. No, you didn't. That's so funny.
I practiced 3 times. I was just like to see if it was natural or not.
How'd it go?
It was perfect. It made total sense to me. I was like, this is my dog's future name.
I'm so glad.
Nana was like, the hell? I'm Nana.
Nana also had Nana is a weird name to begin with, but I did choose that name because she's perpetually an old lady. That was like the entire reason behind it. But her original name when I adopted her was Effie, which I could not get behind. Like from Hunger Games. Effie.
Hunger Games, right? Yeah. It's like, am I remembering that?
Yeah, not for me. But when you said Cosette, it made me remember the Swan Princess. Is that the name of the movie? And her name is Odette, which I also think is a beautiful name. So maybe I'll name my next one Odette and yours can be Cosette and they can be like long distance besties.
Oh my God. And we can create content whenever they're together. I'm in. I'm literally, that's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
They should have their own show, honestly. Cosette and Odette.
And they could have matching outfits that they like FaceTime each other in.
Bye. This is how we're gonna be able to afford to retire.
Yeah. Millennials and Gen Z, neither of us are ever retiring. That is a bummer.
No. I keep having really intense fantasies where I'm just like inheriting a bunch of money. No one in my family's wealthy, but I'm like, somehow I'm gonna befriend some old lady and she's gonna leave me a bunch of money.
It's the British man you're gonna meet at the pub tonight when you go.
You and Mitchell, you're so right.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Also, Jamie Fizz in the chat, the Houndettes.
The Houndettes is so cute.
I'm gonna throw up. That's so cute.
So cute.
Great.
The Houndettes is adorable.
TM. Yeah.
Love it. Well, that's all I have for Yapping with Yessi. Thank you so much for being with us today, Marcy.
That was really fun. That was like the best. I was about to say into the week. We still have a whole nother day of work, but it's gonna power me through the next day.
Exactly. I love it. You're welcome back anytime. We'll talk about whatever else you want to.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe next time we can do like Gen Z versus millennial stereotypes or something.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
May the best generation win.
It was nice to thank y'all for coming and listening to us. Yeah, but that was fun.
I appreciate it. All right. We'll see you next week. Bye, minions.